why they made so many movies, because they needed them over here to fulfill, you know, the void of all the movies that they were making here, because they were made cheaply. I think the biggest budget around that time was $15 to $20 million. You know, now that's absurd. You know, they don't even think about making a movie for that price now. So it left a market wide open for the Italian cinema.
But you know something, a little detail. There is a camera there, and you with a hand, they are covering me all the time.
He's always working. He's always working. Pop in.
David, when are you going to bring out Great White? I saw that in the theater, and I was surprised to find out that it only played for a week. My pop took me to that movie when I was a little boy.
With Great White, we actually looked into buying the rights, and we were going to play it as the second half of the double bill tonight. But the second Universal got wind that we were even thinking of doing a screening here with Enzo in attendance, they immediately shut it down. So that injunction that was basically brought up upon Great White back in 1982, still stands, and so there's no way that we're going to release the DVD. It will never, no, it'll never go away. It's only for the United States, so there are DVDs in, I think there's a DVD out in Denmark or Germany or something like that. But for the United States, they're definitely looking out for it, which is a shame.
My movie put in panic the Universal. Really? It's true. The opening just in Los Angeles, just only in Los Angeles, they get the first weekend $2,200,000. Just one weekend. So it was amazing. It was a big, big, unbelievable success. For that, the Universal, they was preparing Jaws 3. But they stopped the movie in a month. It was $15 million. But what is given to me, I'm very proud of one thing, that the Jaws 3, the Universal, copied 3 sequences of my movie.
And Nick Morrow's great.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the making of Mr. Mean in conjunction with the Inglorious Bastards, and did that ever get in Enzo's way?
You want to know about me making Mr. Mean in conjunction with Enzo's film? I'm not sure I want to talk about that, because he didn't know I was doing that. See, I worked on his film Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I rented the same crew to make my movie. So I worked Saturday and Sunday on a movie called Mr. Mean, using his crew, his camera, stealing the little film that he wasn't using. So he didn't know about that. So that's filmmaking. That's guerrilla filmmaking, which I learned from him. And I have another friend in the house, if he's still here, Larry Cohen. Are you still here? Good teachers as directors, how to make low-budget films look like big-budget films, and Larry is good at that, and Enzo is a master at that, how to take the money you have and put it all on the screen and make it look very good, which you have to do to be competitive to you. Sometimes your $1 million movie is going to play across the street from some $20 million movie, and so to be competitive, it has to look just as good. And these two guys are masters at that.
I was curious, what was the casting process for this film?
Well, it was...
We said yes. We said yes. We bumped into each other and we said yes. You know, that was it.
But can you talk a bit about working in Italy and how different it was from the US? And I'm thinking in particular about things like shooting with no sound being recorded on set, and working with people like Bombardoni, who was blowing things up in the range.
Well, I knew that working without sound was going to come back and haunt me. And it did, you know, because trying to recreate in a sound room 6 months after the fact the magic moment when you're working with an actor and trying to get back into that moment and get your lips moving exactly the same way that they did on the day. You know, it's tough. It really is tough. And I remember, I have a friend, I forget who it was, I think it was Robert Lansing, who said he didn't mind doing that because he felt that he could improve on his performances in looping or in ADR. For me, though, I like the spontaneity, and I found that part of making movies in Italy. That was not for me.
If you've never been exposed on a set with European production, let me recreate it for you. There's the Airflex cameras you all know about. You know, it goes. So you're saying, all right, just don't. Give me some tea. Bring a Coca-Cola. This is what you're hearing as you're trying to say to somebody, just chill out. Coffee, tea, break, 2 sugars. Okay, back to you. You know, that's what you hear. So you have to concentrate on what you're doing because there's so much distractions that cannot be distractions. So that is the hard part. You hear this camera, you hear all this noise, and then people are moving, and then if you say, don't move, they look at you like you're crazy. You talking to me? You know, why can't I move? You know, you're over there talking, the camera's over here, I'm over here moving. Why you see me? That's how it is. Don't move. They think you're crazy, and so you let them move because you become the bad person. If you start trying to change the rules that they live by, then you become the villain. So you go along.
So in answer, it's not a matter of, for me, it's not a matter of changing their rules. Those are the rules. However, to recreate that magic moment, it's very, very difficult. It's like you're trying to make chicken salad from chicken shit. It's often difficult. You can make it, you can do it the other way around. That said, working in Europe is wonderful. Making movies in Italy, it's absolutely fantastic. You're working with an Italian actor who doesn't speak a word of English, and he's doing the Italian alphabet forwards and backwards, and you're telling him your life story or whatever, and he is answering that his mother just died and she whatever, and whatever. And you know that later on, words will be put in there. And, well, you live with it. And it's like Fred says, someone is asking for espresso as you are bleeding, whatever. That's life. That's cinema. Very tame. Right?